So thank you very much everyone for joining. I think this is our second session. In the first session, we addressed stretching for legs. That was our first session. We did stretching for quads. We did stretching for our hamstring. We did our stretching for calves. We also did stretching for ankle. And finally, we did stretching for the IT band and the glutes, right? Now, today's session, so leg is, if you look at the leg, it is your half of the body. In fact, when you do hiking, the primary muscles group is the leg. Rest all are secondary. If your leg gives up, you cannot really hike. So we addressed leg last time. Now the second most biggest muscles group that we all have is back. Back is what keeps us where we are. So today we will learn the stretching for so that's what we are going to do. So this is our second session, and then we will have a series of session. After this, we are going to work on our core, which is another important piece. But today we'll focus on the back portion, right? Now, having said that, I have requested everyone you to bring pole. We will not use the pole all the time, but that's okay. If you don't have pole, we will show you. Why I requested you to bring the pole, because sometimes all these stretches that I'm showing you, you can do it at your home or before the start of the hike or after start of the hike. Like basically you can do it. But let's say you're walking and quickly you need to really, and you have a pain in the back, how would you stretch yourself? So there are some few stretches which you can use your hiking pole as a prop to really stretch those out, and it will relieve some of your lower back pain, right? So with that, what I'm going to do is we'll start with some of the regular stretching that we all do. Let's get warm up. So if you all can stand up, let's try to warm up our upper body part. So you can this will really warm up our shoulders, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So this is going to warm up your shoulders, right? You can stretch your arms, also stretch upper part of the arms, so the triceps. You can also, so this basically stretches your chest part if you alternate it. All right, so then moving down, we'll try to stretch our quads. So if you see if you can balance out yourself and try to pull it as much as you can. If you have balance, you can also lean forward a bit. It will give you more stretch in your legs. Now you can switch, same thing. Right, let's get some blood moving. You can also go to the side. If you want to do jumping jack, you can do jumping jack. Yep. So it's up to your comfort factor. All right. How are we feeling in terms of the blood flow? All right. So we'll start with the first stretch for the back, and we'll start with the lower back. The pose that I'm going to teach you is called the child pose. There will be many variations which we will be leveraging from the child pose itself, which will basically stretch your lower back, and also in the same variation we also have which will stretch the upper back. So we'll start with the child pose, and it has more than 5 variations. So the way you perform child pose is obviously, and You sit on your feet, and this is where maybe I can. So what you have to do is you can go down, come back up, and when you're coming up, you can use your momentum to basically bring your bum back. Try to lean, your legs or your butt should touch your heel if you could really press it. So let me show you from this side. So yeah, try to push it down. It will be tough, and you can use your hands. You bring your hands little closer to your head or chest. It will help you go down. So Jyoti is doing really good. You, Seema, you're doing good. Nice. Very good. Cool. So we can come up. So that's called child pose. It really stretches your lower back. Now, when you are in the child pose, we will do something called spine twist. It's also called thoracic twist. The technical term is thoracic. I don't know. Yeah. So spine twist. So basically, what it will do is it will kind of give you a kind of a little twist in your spine. So when I'm here, I showed you. Go ahead, and you can also use the movement. Sometimes people don't have that capability to go back. What you can do is you can come up and use that momentum to put your butt back. Now when you're here, I want you to use your left hand, try to look up. Similarly, side. Repeat it 3 times each side. So what's your name? Put your bum back. Your bum is too up. See if you can. Yes. Now try. Yes. So then you should feel the stretch in your spine. Yeah, you're good. And try to look up. No, this side, this side. Yeah, yes. Good. Did you feel the stretch in the spine? All right. You keep continue breathing. You don't have to hold, right? So you keep a comfortable breath. Perfect. Now we have what Jyoti is doing is cat and cow pose. We'll also come to that, but let's focus on the variation of child pose. Now in this pose, we took our butt really towards our heel, and we sat on the heel. Now in this variation, this is going to give the stretch in the upper back. This one gave us the stretch to the. Now in this one, I want you to don't bring your butt really to the close to your heel. You keep it at 90-degree, like the way you had. So you can see, let me show this side. And try to look down. When you do this, see that? Try to pull 90-degree angle and try to reach out further out. Sure. So maybe I can. So you see, I'm in this position. Go down. This is not going down. I'm just keeping it. But and looking down. When you will do this, you should straighten the upper back. If not, then you're not doing it right. Your hands are bent. I don't want bent hand, just straight. Yeah. Uh, Keep it natural. Yeah. I think Seema is doing good. Jyoti is doing good. Hopefully, you guys are feeling the stretch in the upper back. Good. All right. Fantastic. So this was another variation from the child pose itself, right? Wherein we stretch the upper back. Now there are many other stretches also which we'll do for the upper back. But let's now come back to the lower back. Now we'll do a little variation here. This is where it will get little, depends on the flexibility whether you can really perform that or not. Now what I want all of you to do is, and this is where you'll have to lie, and that's where probably this will get help. So you can see one leg is straight, so my left leg is straight and the right leg you basically bend it, bring it to the parallel or 90-degree to your hip, it should be there. And then what I want you to do is use the hand that you have on the same side, go up, look up, so you will feel in your lower back or spine. Yep. Yes. Similarly, you can switch the leg. Good. How is everyone feeling? Yeah, like this. This should be flat on the surface. Yeah, try that. All right, good. Next, we'll increase the intensity a bit. Uh, this would require a little bit of flexibility in the leg. We did it last time, pigeon pose. But in the pigeon pose, we'll perform the same thoracic twist that we did. It's called thoracic twist. So, if you are not familiar with the pigeon pose, we start with this position in the leg. So, it's like basically hip hinge, right? And then we twist this leg straight. Depends on your, no, come forward, yes, yes, yes. And take your knees back, not this one, the other leg, yes. And see if you can. Now this, if you're doing this, is probably stretching your legs. You can see inner thighs. Now what I want you to do is, in this position, you try to twist your spine. Same thing, what we did. Yep. Good? Okay. Seema, I want you to lean even more and your legs straight, little straight. See if you could. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Sure. Which way? This way? Okay. All right, let's do this. Yeah, so I'll show you. Right? I want it to be 9. If you can do it 90 degrees, and this I want it to be when you go down. I want you to use your hand and reach up. You should feel the twist in all lower back, no matter what. Yes. Good? Did you feel the? Yeah, I do feel. Okay, good. Very good. That's what we want. Here as well. Yeah, because it's inner thighs and it's a pigeon pose, so it will stretch your inner thighs. Last time we learned, I think you were there. All right. How's everyone doing? Good? All right. I have some really good stretches, which requires good mobility and it takes time, but we'll do what we can do. Huh? Lights? Yeah, sure. Sorry, I switched my legs. you. Okay. Yeah. So try to keep your legs this straight. It's good. Yeah. You will have even more stretch. Yeah. And see if you can give me this. Try now. Yes, and the hand which is the leg which is back. All right. Now the same you could also perform in lunges. So like what we were doing lunges, right? Which is in the hand, the side of hand. You can use. Good.
Mobilizing, is it?
Yeah. Back.
Mobilizing different
Well, it is targeted for the back, but obviously you will use all the body parts. Fantastic. Good. Time for a water break. We'll make it more interesting. We'll still be focusing on lower back. We'll make it more interesting. This will require a little bit of extra mobility. So you see if you have it, right? Otherwise, do as much as you could. Feel pain, feel free to stop. It's not a race. Everyone has different flexibility. We'll still be targeting our lower back. Now this time around, it's going to be a little complex, so I'll have to watch me fully before you attempt. So I want, you can see my legs. So this is my right side, your left leg. And then next time we will reverse. My right side leg, and yourself. You will feel very good stretch in the lower back and upper back and the spine. So Jyoti is doing really good because she's a yoga master. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I want you, before even you come there, you just give me this leg. This leg should be the same form. Now try to twist. Yeah. So uh, the same thing, but with up. Now you're not doing it. So can you lie down? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Look that side. You feel it here.
Does my toes look okay? Am I
Yeah.
doing it?
No, if you're not feeling here, then you're not.
And then lift
Yes. Lower back.
lower back. I'm feeling it.
Cool. Yes. Now you can switch over the side so that. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Huh? You there? No, I'm not. I'm just saying to her. Yeah. Take out your keys. All right. Let's. You can lie down. Yeah. No, you already did. Yes. You can, if you twist, you should in the spine. Yeah. Try that. Good. All right. We'll do another variation for the spine twist or thoracic twist, and then we'll move on for other exercises. This probably very popular yoga pose. I don't know what it is called, but you will be familiar once I do it. So the way to do it is you can, and obviously we'll have to do both the sides. So you have your both the legs. Put one leg other side, and then look the other way around. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know the name, but this is really. Yeah. The farther you can look back, the more stretch you will get in your spine. Yeah, then you can switch. Good. All right. So next we'll do what she was doing, the cat and cow pose. So cat and cow pose are used if you, it's inspired from cat and cows. So if you see cat has they can jump from 50 feet and still their back is safe because they have the strongest back. They're very lightest animals. So usually when you see when they wake up, or even the dog also when they wake up, they'll stretch themselves, right? So the way they stretch is, and this is where you can see me. So then we'll go back. You need a neutral arch. Our spine is naturally archy. Push it back, bring it in, up. See it? Let me show you from this side. So what you'll have to do is, yes, you have to create a kind of arch pressure. You will see the pressure here. Now one pose, and then you go back where you try to pull your lower back up. So this. Let me show you once again. So one is where you will maintain the neutral arch of the spine and try to pull your butt without bringing it down. So I feel the stretch in there. And the other one is where up. This is also called cat and cow pose. Yes. So Sima is doing good. That's a cow pose. Yes. Fantastic. Good. Did everyone get the stretch? Fantastic. Now we will move into some stretches which will be a little easier than what we have done. So this is called bridge, glute bridge. The way you perform, obviously you have to make a bridge with your body. There is a harder form also of this bridge.
Going from this way, right?
No, that's harder way.
That is the wheel.
Use only this, okay? I mean, you will be leveraging your lower back. It's mainly for the back, and you try to hold that. You should feel the stretch here, lower back. One, if people can do it, what Seema you were talking about, if you can, if you can do it, use your hands and in the course. It's okay. If you can't, that's okay. All right. So that would have given you the entire stretch. Upper back, mid back, lower back. Obviously, that requires flexibility, strength. I have strength, but I am very heavy. So I can hold only for 15 seconds. But if I go lighter, then probably I will. All right, cool. Now, sorry. It's a bridge, but yeah, yeah,
The previous one was Setu Banda.
yeah. Setu is bridge. So that's what. Now let's do some massages of our tailbones. So we'll go a little lighter. Uh, so let's show you this, and this will require little strength in the core.
This is my favorite.
So twist, 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 twist. Hold your legs. Actually, to hold the legs, you need the strength in the core. So there are two variations. One is obviously you can keep your legs in the air without any support, so you require strength here. If you can't do it, then keep your legs on the ground and just twist. So both options. Good?
The head should be straight, right?
Huh?
You're looking up.
Yeah, whatever is it, there is, you go the direction that you are going in, you can do that also. All right. Need water break? No? You okay. Next, so all of us have this tailbone. All of us used to have tail here. And when you get pain, usually that's the area around that we get. So our tail has gone because we have become biped people, walking on this, but we all were monkeys. That's from where we evolved, or chimpanzees. So,
No, ancestors, not me.
okay, no, for me only. So there is a good way to massage this, and obviously what you need is you need flat surface. So these areas are really good, but make sure that you are on the flat surface. And the way I can show you from both the direction, you can put your legs like this, and arms goes around, okay, and then back and forward. Kind of massage your tailbone. So let me show you from this side. Nice. All right, we still have 10 more stretches. So if you want to take break, let me know. All right. Now in the same, the pose that you are in with your legs here, you see this. Uh, the closer if you keep it, you will feel more pressure here. But since we want to stretch our back, we'll move the legs a little forward and try to lean. You can use the arm. You should feel the stretch here if you're doing it right. If you keep it too close, yeah, it's too close. Bring a little forward, yeah. Now try to, yeah. Even still feeling there, it means, yeah. And you should feel a stretch in the lower back. And you can go back and forth. Good?
Don't hunch your back, you'll damage your shoulders. Don't hunch your back.
Go straight.
Straight, if you go, so don't bring your shoulders up.
Like this.
No, don't bring your shoulders up. That will
Your legs are too close to your
make them
little far, little outside. Yes. Now try to.
And don't bring your shoulders up to damage more. Just do this. Yeah.
Yeah. You say as much as you can go down. The more you go down, you should feel the stretch in the lower back. All right. Let's up the game.
Instead of holding in a place, you want to move that.
Yeah. So that will also you can hold, and then also alternative you can move, because you can also move use momentum to stretch even further. You'll get as compared to position. You will hold, but if you use back and forward, you can also get the momentum. So you can. So it will give you kind of the movement. But if you want longer stretch, then you just hold it. Good. Okay, time for some standing stretch. Yeah. So this asana is again inspired by yoga. I don't know what it's called, but this will be another stretch which will really give you the lower back stretch in the. Then after that we'll do bhujangasana. So what I want you to do is, it depends on your anatomy. I want all of you to be this and try to come back up. And when you are up here, you feel little chair. You can bend knees a little bit, maybe 5 degrees. You see that? And then I want you to rock back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. And you feel the strength. If you're not feeling it, then you're. If you're feeling here, if you it, you will feel in the hamstring. If you bend a little bit and then use that rocking motion, you will feel the stretch in the.
Looking for the stretch lower back.
Yes. Lower back and upper back also you will feel it. So you bring your hands, walk backward, and wherever you find a stable position, you feel the stretch in the back, rock back and forward. If you're feeling it in your legs, in the hamstring, bend your knees a little bit. I mean, you can keep your legs straight if you're trying to stretch your ham. Yeah? Feel one, Eva?
I don't know what I was doing.
Okay.
Said go front like this.
Yes.
Then back.
Yeah, but I want your heel to be on the ground.
Heel.
On the ground. Yep. Now try to rock back and forward.
This way.
Yes. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you can make it even tougher. Eh? Okay, good. How is everyone doing? See, you need towel now, right? That's why I told you to bring towel. And if I missed anything, you can let me know. Any other stretches that you can also demonstrate, because I don't know everything. Now the next one is this. We have done squats. We leverage this to stretch our back. Now, how we'll do it? If you don't know how to do squats, so depending on how my hip is really wide, so have your legs hip width apart, legs little, I would say 20 to 25 degree outwards, not straight, little outwards, and then you will sit. She has amazing flexibility.
This is called
Malasana, yeah,
Malasana.
mala, mala.
This is what we used to do.
I know, but it's mala asana.
No, mal.
Okay, now in this position, I want you to hold your toes. If you don't have toes, then hold your under the right and try to come up and try to straighten your legs if you can. Now hold it. You're not holding it. Go back. Go back. Hold. Yes. And don't leave this. And then try to stretch. Depending on your body, you will see the upper back and the lower back. Okay, let me show you from this side. Good. Fantastic. Now, even after doing all this, your back pain does not go away. Then we have different technique, which is called foam roller massage. We are not covering it today, but this is something with that you can massage your back, lower back, upper back, spine. All those massages can be done. It can massage the whole body. Their technique. Maybe future session I can cover that. Even if that does not fix your back issues, then we have another solution. This is hand massager. It's pretty cheap, $20-$30. Basically, it's acupuncture, and you can massage your back, or you can ask someone else to. Yeah, it works for me. So if it works for me, such a big guy, it will work for you guys also. All right. So that's something you can do. And if even that does not fix the issue, go to chiropractor. Okay. So we have covered all the stretches. We did the child pose. Probably something which is remaining is bhujangasana or cobra pose. Bhujang. So that will, right. So yeah. So that will also stretch your. So how cobra? कैसे cobra? All good. Anything I missed, Jyoti? Yeah, she's doing good. So that one also you can do, which will stretch your back. Okay, you want to show? Then maybe come here, show us. Good. But no, we want you to be in the video, so you come here. Come here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Good.
I mean, mostly I incorporate.
That was okay.
So I usually practice in the morning or in the evening when we are sitting and working for a long time. Our back hurts and all that. But there are certain exercises that even good for our balance as we age. Balance is extremely important, right? So start with downward. This is one-legged dog. Basically, we go like this. In the beginning, you might not reach all the way down, and then so you bring it. Breathing is very important. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. You can also twist like this if you can, and then come back and slowly get. And right and the left. You know, you have to make sure this side when you're leaning. Let's say you're taking to the other side now, right? Slowly. Usually, when we do yoga, get into the pose slowly. Don't be in a rush to go there. Take your breathing with you. So when you breathe and go, you can stretch and stay where you want. And this side will be eager to come up, but you have to make sure you are putting this guy down when you are okay. Now breathe in, breathe out. Slowly come up. When you I feel the difference stretch more. Oh, sorry.
Poses which you can do while you are like walking or hiking, and you don't have time to for all these you have to have a stable surface and whatnot. Where is my this? Okay. Which you can use, and we will use the uh, cat and cow pose, but we'll use the prop. Remember? So in the cat pose, we had to really push down our lower back, right? That's what we did. So what you can do, and you can see from the side, depending on where you hold it. So you try to, let's say you have back on your bag on your back, right? So wherever you find a stable surface, make sure that its surface is stable and it's not uneven. You try to go down. Now the same thing as I said, when you are coming up, you can bend your knees a bit. If you keep your legs straight, you will feel the stretch in the hamstring. Now when you're hiking, you have to also stretch your hamstring. This one I showed in the previous one. But if you have to feel in the back, bend your legs a little bit or your knees, and then try to push your back down. So let's see once again. All right, I bend it and try to push it as much as possible. You can keep it close. If you keep your props close to you, you will feel in the upper back also, and use the momentum back and forward. Do that, so that it can stretch your back, right? Same thing. uh, if you really want to stretch your upper back, you can keep your legs and just bring this butt as back as possible without bending your knees. You will see in the upper back. If you want in lower back, bend it and then try to push your lower back a little downward, so you will feel the stretch here. So, hey, this is supporting you. As long as you have a surface and it's not uneven, he can do. In fact, it will help even more to push you down because you have the weight, right? If so, it will give you even if I, and that's one of the reason is when you go up, your gravity pulls forward because your weight is there. So the same technique you can use here. As I said, if you want lower back, bend your knees a little bit and try to push it down. Straight, move it forward, and then try to you will feel the in the upper back. So you can depending on where you want to stretch, and you'll feel. And if you keep your legs straight, you will also feel it in the glutes. Right? But since we are doing the back, you can bend it. I mean, like you don't have to keep your backpack and it's quick and easy that you can do. You can also use the tree as a prop. Like if you have a tree, let's say you're hiking without the pole. So if you have any tree, let's say this is my tree, which I can really hold with my hands. Not only the big ones, but like in small. Same thing. Try to push your down self. If you try to do that, you will see the I'm getting the stretch in the back, right? And you can use the momentum again. Same thing, momentum. Or you want to hold. Good. Yeah. If you want to try, you can use with one.
Last time when I went for a hike.
Okay.
You can use one, right?
Yeah. Try that. And varying yourself, you can feel the stretch at different places. If you want to feel in upper, then move your stick little outward and then keep your legs straight. Keep your legs straight and then you will feel in the upper back.
For lower, keep it close.
Keep it closer and bend your knees a bit. And then try to push yourself down. It's like cat pose. Remember cat pose? So when you're hiking, right? You don't have the luxury of this yoga mat and all those, but still you have to really stretch yourself. Last time I said for stretching the leg, if you do the malasana or the squats, that will give you energy for at least 30 minutes to go on. But it's very tough when you're tired. If you try to do that stretching, it's very tough. And you can remember last time I said you can also use your poles to really use that. But if you could do it, you will get energy for at least 20 minutes. Cool.
But can it hurt the knees?
What?
The squats, if I do the full squat.
I mean, you have to practice. Yeah, I mean, definitely, if you're not into practice, you cannot achieve the depth that I achieved. Yeah, but slowly, gradually. So again, that's where you have to listen to your body. Don't go overboard. If your body is saying stop, stop. All of us have different strength and stamina.
If you have knee pain, every day 5 minutes, couple of times, just sit like this.
Yeah.
Every day 5 minutes, couple of times, your knee pain will reduce.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
Yeah, and as I said, you can use the knee sleeves. So that will also give you compression, blood flow will be there because of compression. Cool.
And then you can do more of what he said, up and down.
Great. So can someone summarize what we covered today? So many things we covered, right? Yeah. So mainly three parts, right? The lower back, the mid back, upper back, and the spine. We perform a lot of spine twist, which is also called thoracic. That's a term that the physiotherapist use. That's called thoracic twist or whatever massages, whatever you call it. So we covered most of the exercises were for like lower back because that's where we feel a lot. Then the depending on the variations, you can also target your mid back, and then we also had a couple of stretches for the upper back. Now you can use these stretches before the start. Like for example, some of the things you don't require the mat, Your hands can get dirty, but like for example, the stretches that I showed, walk backward, you can also do this on the. So let's let the hand get dirty, but let's do shape, right? So that's something you can do. You can also do the stretches, some of the stretches that I probably you can use it for your lower back. You can use the pull also, starting with that. For leg anyway, we have those exercises, but overall you can use this before the start of the hike, during the hike, and after the hike. The funny thing is, people after the hike is done, everyone is busy. Oh, I have to go home, I have to go home. Everyone is running, but no one does stretching. And when you go home, muscles is cramped, they compressed and all, and you are like next, oh my god. But if you take 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes to stretch after the hike, your 70% of pain will be addressed. 30% still be there, but 70% pain will be reduced when you go home. Yeah, so you do the leg stretches, hold it if you could, then couple of other stretches that I said for the leg, sideways, same thing. Then you can do this for the back, and then you're good. This people even don't perform this 4 5 stretches, which will give you really and enough for standing. Like obviously for the some of the for back, you can do this clockwise and anti-clockwise. So this will give mobility in your back, right? So that's something you can do while standing. You can also do, again, the thing is, if you keep it straight, if you try to go bend down, I'll feel the stretch here because my legs are straight. I can really. So you can use all these stretches before the start of the hike and after the hike to regain your 70% of your strength, and then 30% has to go through the process. Cool.
30% you go home, put up some salt and bathtub, sit there.
That's another. You take hot bath, cold bath. I prefer hot
Try to have
bath.
a good.
I prefer sauna. I go in sauna for 20
Yep,
minutes.
that's best.
So that's something I do. And trust me, I work out at the gym. I lift very heavy. My muscles get compressed like anything. So I have to do all these stretches. Usually, people who work out, they don't stretch.
And that makes.
That makes them even tighter. But I do take a point to stretch myself because next day I have to be in my prime form. So you can trust me on the stretching. It's so effective. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone. So we'll go for a walk. So I'm gonna. Yep.